Hey, you. Yeah, you. The motherfucker who just clicked on this video. I assume you clicked on it because you want to know how to get Geralt of Rivia, right? Well, fear not, for I have the video for you. I'm here to do you a service as to how to get the items lickety-split and hopefully pain-free. I'm your Owl Lord, and today let's swoop into the topic of how to get all of the page 1 items of the Geralt of Rivia set. The goal I have in mind has to do with getting all the Geralt items unlocked in as few games as possible. In order to do this, I've compiled a little bit of a checklist of things that you should do in order to guarantee you get all of the Geralt of Rivia stuff in a timely manner. Step 1. Get good. I believe it goes without saying that each of these quests, minus a couple of them, requires some skill to accomplish. If you aren't marginally good at the game, it'll only be that much more difficult to get the outcome you want so dearly. I may not be a Fortnite god, but I have the skills to pay the bills and relieve you of your permission slip to life. And believe me, from what I've seen out there, your 8-year-old stubs can't grip your Wii remote well enough to hit the broadside of a barn, let alone a moving demon girl who's bright fucking blue. Playing the game more than every Friday after school lets out is gonna be your main ticket to getting better. Just don't mind that you'll be bullied for being a Cheeto Fingers Fortnite player and you'll be all set. Step 2. To build or not to build. Now, if you already made it past the first step of actually doing better than the average Fortnite toddler, this step is important. While to some the difference between build mode and no build is slim to none, for some people, it really makes a huge impact on how you deal with the bounty quests and things you need to do in order to minimize the amount of games you play, while still getting all the items. I personally can't build worth a damn in Fortnite, basically all there is about it. Something about it just seems so foreign to me that I build like a sloth suddenly went dummy off a Flintstone gummy but wasn't given his arthritis meds to counteract my old man-ingitis disease. But if you want to build the Twin Towers and see how long it takes for an RPG to hit you, I say go for it. The Taj Mahal awaits you, young Padawan. You just have to build it first. Step 3. Lone Survivor or Band of Brothers. Are you a person who has no friends to play games with? Do you wallow in self-pity and depressive thoughts because of the crippling anxiety you feel because you know you'll be alone forever? Well, fear not. There's a thing for that now. Fortnite has this thing in the social tab that lets you find parties of people who are like-minded individuals. Basically, if Tinder did a crossover with Fortnite, it would look a lot like this. If you do better with others but don't want to have the prospect of little Tim Tom Tooley crashing your game because he rage quits from jumping off a mountain like a dump, you can put in what you're specifically looking for, like casual play, quest-oriented, and many, many more. The social tab is great and all, but only if that's how you operate. I know when I'm with multiple friends at any given time, my brain turns off. If Primal was a person, it's me when more than one other person is in my squad. Now, the part you've all been waiting for. Actually playing the game. The quests on their own are easy, and honestly, very underwhelming if you ask me. So, our game limit is set to 5 games total. Why, you may ask? Because the only quest that hinders how many games we play is the one to get Geralt's loading screen art. Take a wild guess at the contents of that one. So, with 5 games to work with, this quest line is going to be easier than punting a baby into lower orbit. Game 1. The first game is going to be important. Why, you may ask? Because what you're going to do is literally everything accessible. I say everything accessible. I seriously mean it. So strap in queef peef muffin tops because we're about to make what the kids call a pro gamer move. Defeating the boss will not only be relatively easy, but you can knock out a few steps with that one. so long as you do it right. Seeming as how there's only one boss fight available in this season, you have to land at the Citadel and hope you don't have any Minecraft YouTubers trying to explore your cave when you land. Get the weapons you like and immediately go for that bitch. If you can, slap in some melee damage there. You need 500 melee damage to get yourself Geralt's harvest tool, and since the boss is an enemy combatant, it's only natural to sprinkle that in. Seeming as you need 500 damage total, and in 5 hits with the harvesting tool you do 100. I say just go for it until he pulls out this hammer. If you go down during this part or just die because you're a solo, fret not, you still have 4 games to try and do this right. However, the shame you've brought to your name is immeasurable now, and I would honestly not know how to look anyone else in the eye anymore. It's also worth mentioning that using the hammer itself counts as melee damage, even with the shockwave damage that goes into the enemy player. So if you don't get it with the boss, you can just smack around people with the hammer. If you're still alive and managed to liberate Padre the Knight of his life subscription, congrats! You managed to complete a quest already. Want to complete another one? Emote on that man's corpse and earn the Witcher's symbol of fire magic. Now, the tricky part. There's a bounty board you can use at the Citadel, so I recommend jumping on that opportunity to hunt down your next victim. I mean, your next willing participant. Since the radius of the bounty tracker is as helpful as the Predators Near You websites, you gotta find your Corey and hope to God your reflexes are faster than the cum shot your mom took to take you from a possibility to an oopsie. Do that 3 times in total in the same match and you're all set with quest number 3. Now, I don't expect you lot to always live to see the victory royale, considering even I'm not that good when the occasional god rocks up and ruffles my tail feathers. But here's where we get into game 2 through 4. Just like last match, we're here to clear up all the quests we can physically do. Seeming as the easiest one is the one that is hindering us, the others should be your primary focus. If you died in that first match and didn't complete your bounties, I recommend getting on that before you start pushing your time limit. Our goal is to get Geralt and his stuff, not sweat on a high-res cartoon shooter. However, if you're at this step and you have completed your bounties, boss fight, dance-off, and melee damage, I just have to commend you. Like seriously, good job. You were able to beat the majority of 9-year-olds who jam boogers into their remotes and wonder why they can't move well. Now all you have to deal with is the reality augment quest they decided was a good idea for Geralt. However, now it doesn't matter if you win or not. Just get to 5 games and there you have it. The full page 1 set for Geralt of Rivia. I hope this was somewhat helpful and at least a very funny way of showing that you can get this done in a short amount of time. And in the odd chance you're one of those bots who loves to just get yourself leveled despite the script sucking ass and being unable to properly play, thanks for the free kills!